So you want to look in that camera?
Sorry. Hey, this is Friday Forever with the Forever Friday show. Today we're talking about parenting, 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 upbringing. That's right. I forgot. I have a really super great person with me today, and her name's Stella. Here's Stella. Look in
Hello.
the camera.
Hello.
There's Stella. Ooh, wee girl. Okay, Stella. Upbringing. Wow. We're like the same age. I'm taking it that you don't need to know, but we're the same age. And wow, I know when I was a small little tyke, I got abused. That was my upbringing.
Wow.
Abuse and I don't know. My family was huge dysfunctional. Huge. I just have two brothers. I was raised in Idaho, McCall, Idaho, and in the snow and ice cubes. But what about you? Where were you raised, and what were your parents like, and your siblings?
Well, I was raised in Beaumont, Texas, and my father was a minister, and my mother had actually, I think, 13 kids, and 11 siblings was born. Yeah.
Wait, you were
I'm the last.
13 of 13 kids?
Well, actually, I believe it was actually 8 girls and 5 boys, but 5 boys and 6 girls she had that lived. I think 2 was not, but she, it was.
Sorry.
Yeah. But I am the last. I messed up the number. It could have been 10, but it's actually 11. So I'm the baby.
I'm the baby too.
Yeah. Growing up with a big family actually was the bonus to me, I guess, especially being the youngest of all and being a girl. So,
Why is that?
well, because you get to go everywhere my big sisters went, I went.
They had to take you.
Yeah, it was really fun. Hmm.
I can't say because I don't know.
Oh my God. So,
Wow. Being a minister, I know ministers' kids get away with everything. Is that true? Because they do these days, that's for sure.
well, not in my house.
They're not well behaved.
No, not in my house. No, my mother was the more disciplinary person, and she gave us whoopings. She did some things to us. You talking about abuse, but back then, but right now, these days, it would be abuse. But in the South, we had whippings from teachers, from the principals, and then when we get home, we get whippings from our parents, in which my mom will be waiting for me outside with a switch. Oh, yeah. So if I did something bad at school, if they found out I did something bad, or, you know, uh, she would be waiting for me with a switch.
At school, what kind of things do they give you? Whippings?
Oh, they had
Their hand or?
Oh no, they had paddles, wooden paddles, long big paddles,
With
and
holes?
some with holes, and they would name them. We had a coach, I can't remember his name, a couple of coach, and they would name him Ike, and I had a music teacher named Cheryl Lewis. I mean, she was the best ever. My choir teacher was wonderful, but she always gave me some licks. She showed me. That's how she look. Hey, you got to stay in line, and yeah, that's the way they did it back there. And now we don't have that anymore. And I actually think that really helped me. Those paddles, really.
We had paddles, wood.
Did you?
These kids these days are like, don't you touch, I'm going to call 911. I'm like, psh, go ahead. Oh, no, for real, don't. I'm just kidding. No, for real. I used to tell my kids, "Call fine." I used to call their bluff, but and they were for real. They would just go find the phone. I'm like, no, 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 no. Because these days, I don't even know what I can and can't do.
Exactly. Yeah. So, well, you say that back in the South when I was raised, like you asked, did I get away with anything? We were just really silly back then. Just fun was being silly. It was really going outside, having fun, playing
Yeah.
outside, getting dirty, playing hide and go switch, doing hopscotch.
Hide and go switch.
Oh yeah, we hide the switch, and then when somebody find a switch, and they chase you all around. When they catch you, they switch you. They whoop your little legs. Oh yeah, it was fun. We had all kinds of
I
games.
don't
We
know
played
that.
hide, go, get. We ain't gonna talk about that part.
Hide and go seek is what I
Hide.
know.
Oh yeah, hide and go seek. That's the same thing as hide and go get. Yeah, but it was fun. Spin the bottle.
Oh, that was much older, I'm sure. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I can't
Well,
remember.
junior high, maybe. Junior high, high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, your parents never knew that, did
They didn't know about the spin the bottle, but they knew about the hide and go seek with the switch, of course. You know, Dad always worked 3 jobs. He was a minister too. So, and Mom always worked too, domestic.
Domestic engineer.
Oh, she was awesome. She was awesome.
That's what I was, domestic engineer.
Yeah.
Put that on my resumes. Domestic engineer.
Oh.
And people are like, well, actually, this one guy, I don't know. He's like, what are you? And I said, I'm a domestic engineer with a straight face. And he's all, oh, really? And then he schmoozed me. I'm like, so what do you do? And I don't know what he said, but he's like, I said, you know what a domestic engineer is, right? He's all, I don't know, but the one word engineer is in it, and I know you make a lot of money. And I
Right.
started rolling in, you know, how
Never thought
stupid
of
is
that.
that? Hello.
That's smart. That's hecka smart. I never would have thought of that.
I mean, people think you're an engineer. Engineers make money, right?
And you should get paid for what you do. Being a
You're
mother.
the same thing as me, Mom.
That's
Domestic
awesome.
engineer.
Never thought of it.
Put it on your resume.
I am
Chunk.
definitely going to do that.
Domestic
I never
engineer.
thought about that.
Domestic engineer.
Right.
Worked for me. Wow. Domestic. People are too stupid these days to even know what that means.
I
But-
figured it out.
You know Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, right? Do you know about that?
Yes. Uh-huh.
So if the world was to come to an end, chunk, and I mean like the lights go out and the technology goes out, you could survive, right? I mean, you've been camping before, right?
In my backyard.
No.
We didn't have. See where I was raised. We didn't have to go camping because we was in the country. So we just backyard and we made our own little camping set. We had the sheet and we had the stick and we put the stick in the ground, dirt ground, and
That's funny.
we put some nails, big nails, and we hammered them. And we did it in the backyard. We had our own camping in the backyard. Had some marshmallows and we had animals in the backyard. We had fig tree. We had everything we want. We pretended we was camping. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we lived in the forest. It was pretty much right there. So yeah, camping was pine cones and pine needles all over the ground, dirt and rocks, and
Wow.
for me, that's what it was.
Don't sound too fun though.
I don't know. I was always in my mind making it. I had imagination. I was always thinking and making like this is my little fairy land, and I would take the pine cones. My brothers and I would have pine cone fights. That hurts. Like the paint guns these days.
Oh yeah.
I think the pine cones with the little sharp needles that are
Oh
around them.
yeah, I remember those.
We just huck
Oh
those at
yeah.
each other.
Hmm.
Um, that's nature's way of playing. I mean, we don't have to necessarily have paint balls and stuff like that, but I don't know. I used to play with matchbook cars, the little cars. I used to
Oh.
sit. I don't know what my brothers were doing. They were playing cowboys and Indians. I was I would take all my cars and sit in the front of our house because I had the really good dirt and make houses, and I would scoot it with my hand and put little pine needles to make like you can't go past that road.
Oh wow.
I make my own little perfect houses and out of things that I find outside, pine cones and take and I go to Sarah's house. Okay, bye.
Oh
And
my gosh.
switch cars
So you didn't have paper dolls? Like we used to play with paper dolls.
oh, glad you said that.
Mm-hmm.
I had two brothers, so I had pretty much their hand-me-downs all the time. Clothes. I didn't get paper dolls. I had Barbie dolls that I would go in my room
Mm-hmm.
and fantasize and play. That I'd go into these places where I was never allowed to be like my own little land. You know, I don't know. My brothers were picking on me all the time, so I had to be
Did your parents?
by myself.
How was your parents with that? I mean, did they like that?
My dad was kind of mean. Mm-mm. They were always working. I don't know. So my brothers were the ones taking care of me. They would take my stuffed animals, which were my life, my loves, and they would sneak them out of my room. And we had a doghouse, which was made out of bales of hay, the square bales of hay. That
Oh my
stuff's
God.
warm. Yeah.
I never thought of that.
Warm, and then sprinkled on the ground, and then the square. They would set my dolls up on there and shoot them with bows and arrows. I just happened to stroll out there. Oh, hey, Friday! Don't run in front of the thing as it was going, and I'm like, whew. And I would grab it and I would pull it out. I would cry my eyes out. I would cry forever and always cry. I don't even know. I learned how to sew, hand sew.
Did your mother taught you, right?
That part I don't even remember, actually.
Oh my gosh.
I probably watched somewhere along the line. I don't know. I had to sew my babies together.
What?
No, I sewed my babies together.
Oh my God.
I sewed them. But anyways, I want to tell you, audience, that we met at a comedy show. And I don't know, it was like a few weeks back.
Yeah.
And like, she is so my best friend. Like, I've always known her my whole life, it feels like. And there's big plans for you all.
That's right.
With us two. Damn straight. Darn straight. Yup. Hecka bad. It's going to be funny as heck. What plans are those, Stella? What are we going to do?
Well, we're supposed to be talking about parenting right now, right?
Oh, give me back and direct my path. I'm supposed to direct the path here.
And I'm trying to keep you.
I'm sick of talking about
talk,
parenting.
I know you're tired of talking about parenting. We can talk about parenting all the time, right?
There's no book.
It's no book.
No, that's what we should do. We should write a book.
Yeah, about parenting. It's parenting
but it's
in different cultures, and that would be wonderful too. I mean, because like
Cultures.
I mean, like in my culture, like in African Americans, might be all different. But so we have to talk about
It is very different.
yeah.
It's very different. Why is it
My
different?
thing is that I was brought up in Texas, but when I graduated from high school, I caught the first um, Greyhound bus to California. Yes, I did. Yes, I had to because
Darn.
unfortunately I didn't see any future out there for me because I always wanted to
You're a rebel.
hey, I wanted to go out in the world because the way I was raised was like all the only I had like a this is what we did every day. My mom, she we went to school and we went to church. We went to prayer meeting. We went to Bible study. We went to every church, everything they had at church. Okay, my mom she made our clothes. Okay, she made our clothes
That's
without a pattern. She would yeah without a pattern. She would take. I would say,
Sorry.
Mom, I want that dress in J.C. Penney's. She said, Oh, you want that dress? Okay. So she'll get a dress that looked like it. She would put that dress on the table, and she would cut around it, and she would sew it. I'm like, really? Seriously? Why? Why would she do that? I don't know. And this is crazy. And the only thing she did buy me was underwear, shoes, and underclothes. Other than that, she would make everything. I was not uh, able to wear lipstick, makeup. I wasn't able to wear pants, anything like that while I was growing up. I was growing up, it was very strict. My mother,
No
very
pants.
strict. No pants. No, no, no. My mother never wore pants ever in her life. She never wore pants. No, no. You was not allowed to wear pants. You was not allowed to do a lot of things. So now I get to do everything that I was not allowed to. So I had to hurry up and get out of Texas because I needed to express myself. You see what I'm saying?
Does she?
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
She's passed away right now.
yeah. She passed when I was 28 years old, carrying my first child. So she never got to see my first child.
But
Precious.
she knew that you wore pants and you did all the opposite
I don't know if she knew
things.
knew that because I didn't really tell her like she was gonna fly or drive all the way to California, to San Francisco. That's where I was living.
She was
Yeah.
hoping that she raised you up and that's how you're going to live.
Well, yeah. Well. Yeah.
Dresses and church and.
Yeah. Before she died, when I told her I was pregnant, she was like, "Oh, you're not pregnant. Not my baby girl. You have ulcer. You need to go to the doctor. You're probably really sick. You need to go get some medication." I'm like, "Mom, no, I'm pregnant." "Oh no, you're not pregnant. You're not pregnant." So I mean, to her, I was always a little girl. I could never do anything wrong.
Well,
you know.
well, I mean, you had to be married first
No,
before you were pregnant, right?
oh no. Well, she didn't. She didn't know that part. I would tell her that. Well, see, the part was I was going to get married the same time I was pregnant. So that was the part.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I think that's what killed her, really, when she figured that part out.
I mean, but back in the time, they wanted
Sorry.
us girls to be be married
Yeah,
and then
definitely.
pregnant and then like they, right? Your parents are like that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. See,
They
well,
did it
they
the
got
right way.
well. A lot of people would get married when they was very young, very very young, and then have multiple babies. Yeah, multiple babies. They get married when they was young, and I'm 28 years old, and I wasn't really trying to get married at the time. I'm 28 years old. I didn't think I could ever get pregnant. But
You were invincible.
yeah, I thought so. Yeah, but my mom was very strict. She was a strict one. My father was very. We was like best friends. Me and
Laid
my
back.
father. Oh, my father was. He spoke very well. He was loving, and my mom was different. She was very, very hard on me, you know. She wanted me to, I guess she was hard on me. I didn't understand. I thought she hated me at first. I really did. I really thought she hated me because she would be so hard on me. Like, I'm like, why you not hard on my sister, the one that was 2 years older than me? She was never hard on her. And yeah, she was very hard on me. And which it ended up being really good, at the end that I thought she didn't love me at once. I'm like, why is she so hard on me? And the parenting, how she did what she did for me was she never let me go to my friend's house to spend the night. Only can spend the night at my sister's house. She put me in babysitting since I was 9 years old. I was babysitting since I was 9 years old. But I want to go back to my mother and my father. My father we would talk a lot. I mean, like best friends. We would talk about anything. I would go to work with him, and he would put me to work, helping him clean.
At the church?
No, we cleaned the office. He works at different buildings. That was one of his jobs. He had 3 jobs, and
with all those kids.
He had all the kids and take care of all those kids, and yeah. So he never spanked me or whipped me, but my mom did. She whipped me a lot. Just I can look at her wrong. She would actually backslap you. Yeah, she would.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, she'll throw rice on the ground, on the floor, and you have to kneel on that floor, and you have to quote scriptures. Oh yeah, my mom was like that. Really, really. That's the way I was raised. Yeah. It was nothing like it is now these days. My kids get away with murder.
Defiant.
Oh yeah. And if you don't wake up in the morning early enough, and if you don't take care of those dishes at night, you get woken up with cold water. My mom would pour cold water on you. Oh, you don't have, oh come on, you have no idea. Mm-hmm.
I guess, I mean, kids, if I can say this, but I know it was for me and my brothers, we were afraid, and whatever my parents said, we did, because I don't even know. We never called their bluff. I don't even think that was a thought in our head. We never did what they do these days.
Mm-mm.
I didn't even know curse words. I didn't even know that existed. We never even heard those things ever. I don't know. It's just so black and white.
Right. I never heard my father curse ever.
My dad took me as an adult now when I lived in Boise, Idaho.
Mm-hmm.
He took me in his truck and he said, I want to take you out for your birthday. Where do you want to eat? I said, I don't care. Where do you want to eat? And he goes, no, this is your birthday. I don't know. We were driving in the truck and I accidentally said, F you. I was just pissed off at him. I don't even know why or what. I don't even remember. All I know is that I said the F word to him, and I was in shock that I did, because I knew that he was gonna smack me, because he's fast. He's fast. My dad is fast. Shunk.
Wow.
But he didn't. He just internalized it. And then I'm like, I got to be that scared little girl again. I'm like, oh God, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? It was kind of like a power trip. I didn't know if he was gonna smack me, kick me out of the truck. I didn't know. And he was quiet and he goes, Friday, that's the first time you've ever cussed at me like that.
Your father?
And I'm like, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't even know why I did that. I don't know. It was just weird. Then we went to eat and it was just, I've only ever cussed at my dad once. It was just weird. Have you ever cussed at your parents ever?
I didn't get a chance because they would. The thought of me even cursing, I will get knocked in the
No, as an
head.
adult, they can't do
As
nothing
adult,
as an
as
adult
adult, never. They was they no never was I when I was adult. Never,
because
never,
now you have the law on your side.
never. No, by then I just like nah.
They can't touch you.
Mm-mm,
Oh my God.
mm-mm, never, never thought of even saying anything to my father when I was older, because he was everything to me.
He was nice.
Yeah, he was awesome. He was the best dad ever. Are we there?
Mm-mm. Um,
Wow.
no.
I didn't-
I'm so sad because you had a good daddy, and
What?
I don't know. I wish that I was
Well, my mom was,
daddy's
she
little
was,
girl.
wow, she made my eardrums ring in church. Oh, she was something in church. Oh my God.
What do you mean?
Oh, when we in church, and it's not me. I think it's just the culture. I don't know if it's a Baptist church or what kind of church it is, but when you're doing something in church and you're a kid, for some reason, your mom would go and pinch the out of your leg. She would. I go, oh my goodness! And you better not scream, because if you scream, she gonna do it again.
After,
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, they used to pull your ears back then too, pull your ears. But you're in church, they don't want nobody to see. So so down there,
pulling the ears.
you won't know, and they pinching you. Mom will pinch you, and it hurts. And I'm like in tears, like, oh, she got the Holy Spirit. And go, oh, I got the Holy Spirit. No, I don't have the Holy Spirit. I'm in a lot of pain right now. But everybody know, if like if you knew me, you know why I was crying. But if you didn't know me and you was like a new member or somebody just visiting the church, they're like, oh, praise the Lord, she had the Holy Ghost. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm in a lot of pain.
I got that. The laws have changed, right? They protect kids now.
Do they?
Well, probably because there was a lot of incest
You think?
and abuse and things like that were overlooked back then.
Mm-hmm.
And now they got to put laws down to protect the kids.
Yeah.
But I don't understand that. And then they took Bibles out of the courtroom and
out of the school.
I think, everywhere. And I think that we were allowed. I mean, that we. I do that to my kids. Is I have the scare of my dad, that I was scared of. I have the scare that I put into them.
Okay, you put that fear in them, right?
I try.
Mm-hmm.
But now that they're older, they call me on it, and then I'm stuck to try and figure out how I'm gonna get through that. I really need to be with other parents who have already parented their kiddos and have dealt through those areas. But we're out of time. Is there anything that you would like to tell America and make it good, girl?
Well, all I like to say is that these days we need to just spend more time with our kids and our family and show them love, and don't be afraid to tell your friends. If you can tell a friend something good to help them in their parenting, it's all good. It's real good. It's something may help them. Thank you.
Hey, my guest, Stella, you've heard it from her. She's wonderful. She's a good woman.
Thank you.
She's parented her daughter, who's beautiful.
I guess.
Thank you. And remember that I always say, do something nice today. and every day for someone. Let them go first on the bus. Give up your seat. I don't care. Smile. It will brighten someone's day. Do something for someone and be genuine about it in your heart. And as far as parenting, that was very good advice. Call a friend. If you don't have a friend, call who? I don't know. Call me. Call me. Friday Forever. I don't care.
Yeah. Just don't call Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Oh, just kidding. For real. Oh, I know. Call Jesus. Get on your knees and pray.
Yeah.
And ask for him to come and tell you and lead you.
Amen.
Because he will.
Yes, he will.
He totally will.
Yes, he will.
Thank you. I'll see you next Thursday. And
Bye.
we'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Thank you.